What's going on, Pixel Hackers? Christian here from PixlFeed. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to create those powerful custom audiences so you can improve all your ad campaigns inside Facebook. Without custom audiences, you cannot take stuff to the next level. But before I show you, you know what to do. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's go. Okay, so when you first log in into your business manager, you're gonna go up here and you're gonna go to all tools and you're gonna go to audiences. And when you click on audiences, if you haven't made any audiences, this is the screen that you're going to see. Okay, so custom audiences are gonna be your most powerful audiences once you start gathering data from your campaigns. And the way you gather that data is by running either, by using audience insights and then looking for those highly converting interests. And then you start gathering all that data with your pixel that sends it back to Facebook. And then once you start getting enough traffic, a minimum of 500 hits per conversion of whatever you're looking for, whether it's page views, view content, purchases, add to cart, you want a minimum of 500 hits. Ideally, you want 1,000 minimum. And that's how you can start creating your custom audiences. And then once you create your custom audiences, that's how you move up to creating your lookalike audiences. Okay? This is going to be your most powerful audiences because the more data that Facebook has, the better it's going to perform. So guess what? If you're doing lead generation and you have 1,000 leads, you tell Facebook to create a custom audience and then match that data for more people in the US or the state that you're looking for to get more of those people. Basically, you're playing a matching game. You're telling Facebook, hey, this is my perfect client. Go find more like him or like her and bring him to me. Same with e-commerce. You know, if you're doing e-commerce, you want an audience. Your best audience is going to be your audience of who have previously purchased from you in the past. So you're going to create a purchase audience. You know, so you tell Facebook, hey, these are the people that bought from me previously in the past. I want you to go out and find more people like them with the same interests, they make the same amount of money, they like to buy things online. Facebook puts everything together. So the way we do that, once we get to the audience screen right here, the first thing you're going to do, we don't have any custom audiences yet, so we can't, create a custom audience yet. So, a lookalike audience yet. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to create a custom audience. So we're going to click on that. And when you do that, you're going to have all these choices right here. One's going to be website. That's people, that you can create an audience of people who have visited your website, whether it's a page view or just a visitor, view content, anything like that. Customer list, that's when you have your own customer list that I'm going to show you how to do. You're going to upload that customer list that has email addresses, phone numbers, and all that stuff. You can actually upload that list to Facebook. Make sure you acquire that list the real way with a real opt-in where people are giving you that information and you're not just taking it from somewhere. Very important. And you upload that you can create custom audiences out of that. You can create audiences out of app activity. People who launch your app or are using your app or taking specific actions inside the app. Offline activity, people who interacted with your business at a store or over the phone or of offline channels, anything like that. Sources, video, you can create audiences out of video. These are really powerful as well. You can actually keep track of how long people watch a video for. Instagram audiences, if you have a good Instagram account for your business, you definitely want to create audiences out of that. Lead form, anybody who has filled out a lead form, you can create an audience out of that. Events, anybody who interacted with any of your events on Facebook. Instant experience, those are the ads that you see when people click on the ad and the page loads right underneath. That's an instant experience ad. And one of your most powerful ones is going to be Facebook page. Okay, so this is an account that I'm not using, so I'm going to use this for an example. And the first one that I'm going to create, which is most of you, what you're going to create, it's going to be a website audience. So you click on that, then this screen shows up. Your pixel is going to show up. Your pixel should already be set up. Do not do anything unless your pixel is set up. So once you get to the screen, you can choose people to meet any criteria or all. That's if you want to get super specific. Okay. So the first audience that you're going to create, it's going to be website visitors, because with website visitors, you want to exclude them if they've done anything else in the past or anything like that. So the max you can go, it's 180 days. So let's start with our first audience here. website visit. So I like to do this 180 days. Okay. So create audience. That's going to create your first audience. Boom. There's our custom audience. So that's our first audience. Okay. So let's say I want to create a custom audience of people who have interacted with my page, right? So I will go here. I will go, no, what am I doing? Not here. Create audience. So we're going to do custom audience. We're going to do Facebook page. So click on Facebook page, and then you're going to see, if you have multiple accounts, make sure you choose the right account. So that's not the right account, but I'm not going to change it because I'm going to blur that out anyway. So let's say you want to create an audience of anybody who visited your page, your fan page, anybody who engaged with a post or ad, anybody who clicked any call to action button. So if they click the shop now or learn more or give me more information, that's your call to action button. People who sent a message to your page, again, very powerful. People who have saved your page for any post. So let's say I want to create an audience of people who have engaged with my page, with any on my posts or ads, or anyone who's visited my page. So let's do page. So the max you can do is 365 days for that audience. So let's call this engage audience. Okay. You do that and you choose 365 days. And there you go. You create an audience. That's another example. People who have engaged with your fan page. You can create an audience out of anything. Let's do another example. So let's say custom audience. Let's go for video. People who have watched my videos. So see, you can see people who have watched 3 seconds of your video, 10 seconds of your video, 15 seconds or through play all the way through. 25%, 50%, 75%. Obviously, your most powerful ones are going to be 95% or through plays. So let's do 95% for this example. So you click here. You click your video, then you just pick, let's just pick one video, right? And then you go right here. We're going to name our audience video views, 95%, right? 365 days. Keep in mind, you can always change this. You can do, if you're running massive traffic, you can do 30 days, you can do 60 days. You can do 90 days, 180. This is how we scale. We create multiple audiences of the same data so we can scale and create more ad sets and therefore run different ad sets to different pools of people in the Facebook world, right? So just for this example, I'm going to do 180, create audience. Well, let's say, so engage audience, 365 days, but I want to create, another version of it, right? So I will go to custom audience, custom, and let's do Facebook page. Let's do engaged, and let's do, I don't know, let's do 60 days, right? So we'll do 60 days. So we'll call this one engage audience. 60 days. So this is how you scale. You create multiple versions of the same audience. So one can be 365 days. One can be, 60 days. One can be 180 days. This is how you scale. This is how you have different audiences to play with. And this is how you scale. Another one, this is a lead account, so it doesn't have any purchases, but the most powerful ones for e-com are going to be purchase, add to cart, initiate checkout, right? Or view content. For leads, lead generation, you want to do lead audiences, view content, page views, right? An example of a custom audience as well, that's going to be very powerful. If you have a customer list, right? And what a customer list looks like, if you already created it, it looks something like this. I have first name, last name, their email address, their location, their phone number, city, state, everything, right? That's the kind of audience that you upload. So, so let me close this, save, close that, and then I will go here, custom audience. And then I would just upload my customer list. If you have value of all their purchases, you can create LTV, which is lifetime value of the customer, right? It's very, very important for e-com. But this one is leads, so we're not going to use that. We're not going to include LTV. So you're going to get the warning, create custom audiences, make sure that you were allowed to use that data, that they gave you that data, you know, accept the terms and conditions. And it's going to take you to this screen. It's going to ask you, where did you get this information from? Did you get it from customers and partners? Did a partner give it to you? Did you get it directly from customers? Did you get it from partners, directly from their partners through their data? So this one's directly for customers. So I will just upload the file. So I will go here, and then there you go. And then once you do that, it's going to ask you, you know, you can either copy and paste or you can choose what you want. So let's call it this. I'm going to delete it anyway. So next, Facebook's going to map out all the data. So you got to double check everything. So email, yes, I want their email. Dublin, that's a city. So I want the city. Yes, absolutely. The more data that you give Facebook, the better results you're going to get, right? Location, San Diego, United States. So you can do, well, we have to say this is the location where they're opted in. So we can do, that's the state, right? So let's do, oh, it's not giving me the option. Okay, so next, city. I don't know why it's not doing that. State, it's not giving, oh, it's not giving me the option, that's why. So country, US. So they're probably blocking it for some reason. Mailing address, if you have an mailing address, we'll give you the option here, but let's just do it that way. So make sure everything matches, everything looks good, upload and create, and then it's gonna start hashing your upload. So it's gonna upload your custom audiences. So now we have all these custom audiences, and you go, well, what do I do with that? Well, if you run an ad to this custom audience but on its own, you know, you're gonna burn through it pretty quickly, depending how big that audience is, right? So this is when lookalike audiences come in, right? And the closer the lookalike audience is to the data of the original audience, the better that lookalike is going to perform. So how do you create a lookalike audience? Well, let's create one of our website visitors. So we go here, click the little 3 dots, create lookalike, and now we have our option. This is in some accounts and some and not others. So if it asks you for the location, you're going to select the country that you want. So United States, right? All right, but by the time you watch this, it'll probably be gone, but because I know I don't see it on much of my accounts. Okay, so let's do that. And why isn't this disappearing? There it is. Okay, so you can either do this 2 ways. You can grab this slider right here, and you can create a 10% audience, or 1%, 2%, 3%, 4%. But the more you go to the right, the more that audience dilutes, and the more overlap you're going to have. So what I personally do, let me show you this trick, is I break it down. So I break it down by the max, which is 6. Then I drag my 6% to 10, my 5 to 7, my 4 to 5. Why do I do that? Because again, the more I go in this area, the more diluted that data is going to be. So it's not going to get you as better results as the 0 to 1 or 1 to 2 it's going to give you. So this is just for scaling purposes. If you're using a lookalike that's a 5%, 7%, or 10%, at that point you're having massive amounts of data. So they're still going to perform, but your cost per conversion is not going to be as low as your audience, which is 0 to 1 or 1 to 2. So, and the cool thing about that is that when you break it down like that, you can exclude them from when you're running ad sets. If you're running to a new audience, you can exclude these audiences from it, so you don't get overlap, you don't get audience overlap. So that's how you create your lookalikes. This is how you create your customer audiences. You know, and once it hits above 1,000, it's going to tell you right here. And when you create an ad set, so let's go to Ads Manager. Once you create an ad set, it's going to show you the size of the audience inside the ad set itself, right? So what I like to do when I'm doing those type of campaigns, I will go in here, right? And what I do is I exclude, right? So call this test 2, test 3, save to draft. Just random accounts. So we go in here, we go to the ad level, right? So there's my budget, my data, and all that good stuff, United States. So I will just use custom audiences. They're going to be all here. So let's go to my lookalikes, and let's do 1%. There's my 1% purchasing audience, right? And then I can exclude the others. So I will go in here, right? And I can go, and then I can exclude my 2 to 3% so I don't get overlap. So this is how you scale, right? This is how you do it. That's how you have, this is a random account, but this is how you do all, look how many audiences here. This is pretty good. So I will, you know, website visitors, 180 days. You want to exclude those because you want to reach new people when you're scaling. So this is how you exclude. So if you have purchasing audiences, you exclude purchasing audiences, and it's going to give you the number here with an estimated reach, and the, you know, whatever your goal is going to give you an average of what it should be with that audience. Okay, so that's how you create your custom audiences. I hope that helps. Let me know in the comments what your favorite custom audiences are. My favorite ones are you know, whatever your goal is. So if you're going for leads, you want your lookalikes to be, you create a custom audience out of all your leads, and then you create a lookalikes 0 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 5, 5 to 10. You get the idea. You can play with it and play with it. You know, there's not a certain way that you do it. People do it differently. Then, you know, that's one of my favorite ones. Lead or purchasing audience, add to cart audience, initiate checkout audiences, all those lookalikes. That's how you scale. So let me know in the comments if you have any questions. I'll be more than happy to answer them for you. And this is how you create custom audiences inside Facebook. If you like this video, make sure to click one of the videos above to learn more of my Facebook marketing secrets and digital marketing secrets. So make sure to click on them, check it out, stay on the channel, and I'll talk to you later.